La-Z-Boy Stationary Upholstery. We refer to it as Premier Upholstery. Whether it's the new sofa that we have here called Amy, which is a $679 sofa, or the Mackenzie, or the Collins, which are $900 or $1,000 pieces of furniture. All of our stationary products are made exactly the same way, one way. And there are really four things I like to get credit for with all of our stationary sofas anytime I'm working with a guest. The first one is, and these are little things, other people have them, but they often don't get discussed. And if you talk about them, and the guy around the corner doesn't talk about them, where do they get credit for them? Only at Godwin's. Okay, so make sure you get credit for paneled and padded side panels, paneled and padded back panels. What are the benefits of a paneled and padded back? Anyone tell me? Doesn't wrinkle up. It's not going to look like an ugly drape hanging. A lot of people are floating sofas and love seats out in the middle of the room. You see the back of the panel. If it's not paneled and padded, it'll often look like an ugly old drape kind of just hanging down there. It's crisper, it's cleaner, and it adds to the durability. Because that panel is stapled all the way around the edges, it actually adds to the rigidity of the frame. I have twin daughters, 9 years old. I have the Collins sofa. It floats out in the middle of my living room, between my living room and dining room. And when we're done with dinner, every day I got to remind them, don't get on the sofa by jumping over the back. But they often will come up anyways, and this is how they get on it. And their knee goes right into the back, and they flip over on the sofa. They're fighting for the remote control. Who gets there first? But that panel and padded back adds to the rigidity and durability. If there wasn't a panel there, my daughter stuck her knee in that back, what's going to happen to that fabric? Yeah, it's going to stretch, and upholstery fabrics don't have good recovery. So it's going to make it look crisper and cleaner, going to last a longer period of time. Okay. Number two, this will seem insignificant, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. The La-Z-Boy raised logo leather decking. If you rub your finger over that oval Z, it's got kind of a tacky, rubbery feel to it. That's intended to create friction between the slippery decking material and the slippery fabric, so it keeps your cushions safe from flying out of place. Then, all of our pillows are zippered and bagged. We talked about bagged pillows earlier. This will seem insignificant at first, but if you go buy a pair of these pillows, Val, how much do they cost in your price list? Yeah. $150 for a pair of pillows. Why? These fabrics are usually very expensive fabrics. We zipper them and we bag them. They're bagged with a material called DPT, downproof ticking. That crispier sound. It's a sign of better quality. It releases the air much slower. They're not filled with down. They're still filled with blown fiber. But the reason we put them in bags is so you can maintenance them. See, the fiber never breaks down, but it will compact after a period of time. We've all owned pillows that have gone flat, right? Here's what you do. Throw them in your dryer for about 15 minutes with an old pair of tennis shoes, and let them bounce around for about 15 minutes. They'll fluff up like brand new. You can show your guests how to maintain a $150 pair of pillows, and show them how they can make them look nicer for a longer period of time. You're adding value. That's why we bag them. That's why we zipper them, to make them easy to maintenance. All pillows at some point in their life will require some maintenance. Now, the thing that is most unique about La-Z-Boy is our cushion core. And it's the thing on consumers' minds that is the most important, because they've all owned sofas where the cushions have gone flat. And they want to know what's inside their cushion core. Well, La-Z-Boy has a standard comfort core that is a 7-layer system and a zoned cushion core. I'm going to explain what all that means. On the outer layer, they're all Dacron wrap. They give it that crowning effect, nice rounded edges, prevents the cushion from slipping and sliding and migrating. Then we use an Ultraflex foam, that bright white layer there, it's called Ultraflex. It's a very soft outer layer, so your initial impact on the seat is nice. Slightly firmer layer, and then the main core. Okay, so you have 7 layers. Dacron on the outer edge, the super soft foam, slightly firmer, and then the main core, which provides you the greatest support. Now the zone part, and here's the hard part, Rob, doing this on video. I just lost my microphone. The zone part of this, let's walk over to Mackenzie and demonstrate it over there. Can we do that? All right. So our zone cushion core, I showed you the 7 layers first. The second part is the way we sit in our piece of furniture. There are 2 zones, a front and a back zone on La-Z-Boy. When we're sitting in this sofa, most of my weight on my torso going down into my bum is on the back 2/3 of this cushion. In the back 2/3 of this cushion, we use a 2.5 density, 36-pound rated foam as the main part of the core. The front 1/3 of this cushion is a 1.8 density, 26-pound rated foam, a softer foam. The reason we do that, we used to have a slab piece of foam, 1.8 density front to back. if all of your weight's in the back 2/3 of the cushion, what used to happen to the front of the cushion? It would rise up and create what I call a bucket seat or a saddle seat. And that welt would dig into the back of your legs and create a pressure point and become uncomfortable after a period of time. With the firmer, more supportive foam at the front, the softer foam at the, the firmer, more supportive foam at the back, the softer foam at the front, we create a nicer, more level seating surface. And to demonstrate that so your guests can feel it, I'll take this cushion. I intentionally will turn it around backwards. Now, Amber, do me a favor. Slide over one cushion and try that. And invite your guests to do that. When they sit in it now, see how she sat back into kind of a bucket? I was explaining to her our zone system. 2.5 density, 36-pound rated foam, 1.8 density, 26-pound rated foam. And I discussed what a bucket seat was. Now she's experiencing it, and she can see that those zones have a true value in them. They can feel the difference. And what just happened to my relationship with if Amber was my guest, what would just happen to our relationship? All of a sudden, a little more trust just got built there. It's one of the hardest things to do when you're in sales is earning someone's trust. Well, I told her what it was. I told her what it would do. Now all of a sudden she experienced it, and all of a sudden I got more attention for her. Now what I'm saying has a little more importance, a little more value, because I'm showing her something that does change the quality of this sofa and makes it unique. La-Z-Boy has a patent on this cushion core. No other manufacturer has it or will have it as long as their patent holds up. It has a 3-year warranty in that standard cushion core. As an option, we make that same cushion core with a gel-infused memory foam. So that outer layer of Ultraflex foam, that white layer, gets replaced with a 1-inch layer of gel-infused memory foam. The next layer is a 2-inch layer, which is a true viscoelastic foam. So you end up with 2.5 inches on the top, 2.5 inches on the bottom. You end up with 5 inches of memory foam in our memory foam cushion core, which is an option, and that has a 5-year warranty on it. Okay? Questions there?
What was the warranty again on the cushion?
3-year standard,
Okay.
5 years on the upgrade.